Here, Graham,
Yes.
Kudo,
Here.
Jackson,
Yep.
Randall,
Yep.
and Miles is absent with notice.
Look for motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll make that a motion to approve tonight's
Second.
agenda.
A motion and a second to approve the agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Look for a motion to approve the minutes of the May 27th,
Make a motion to
2025
approve the
meeting.
minutes from
I'll
May
second
27th.
that.
Crap, you guys.
Let's get out of here.
This kid's got a beer to go get or something.
Oh, and I don't.
I seconded it.
We got a second. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the May 27th, 2025 meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I'm still reading.
Carries. Public seats are empty. Thank you all for coming tonight and seeing us. We have no hearings, applications, or petitions. We have no old business. We go to new business. Should we approve or not the park master plan as presented by ISG?
I have a question about this. Does this get voted on by the
Council.
town, or
Just the
is
council.
this set in stone, or what's going on with this?
No. Yeah, it's a planning document, so, I mean, it's fluid. The council will ultimately approve it. Like I said, it is a planning document. It doesn't mean that this is what's gotta happen here, that's set in stone. It's fluid document, just like our CIP. We'll use it to help plan, when we look at a developer that wants to come in. Like I said, it kind of put out little circles of where future parks should go. We'll look at, well, this has been identified in a park plan that we need land for a future park in that area. It'll help us plan with that. Is that set in stone? No. If we decide, okay, there's two developments side by side, we already have a park here that came in after this plan was put in place, and we don't need one from a second one, we don't have to go that way, but it's a planning document to help with planning out the future of our
I'll
parks.
tell you why I'm asking, because Lions Park, which is right behind my mother,
Okay.
she's not happy with what is being proposed. So she would like to speak to somebody before that were to ever happen.
Everything, just like in all development within the city, everything goes through city council meetings before we
Before
put
it
in
actually
pickleball
goes.
courts, before we put in, a pool.
Would you let me know if there was a time where that was maybe going to be proposed? or-
I would think the biggest things, changes that would happen is obviously the pool, in Lions Park.
She's concerned about the parking lot, which would be right behind her house, and those trees being removed. That's her concern.
I don't ever see us removing those trees, because that's our buffer zone
She
between
is
those
81,
residents
so she's,
and the
yeah.
park, so I don't see that happening, but, yeah. But like any major improvements.
I made
like
a comment
it's all
because I
gotta-
thought it looked great.
We still
and I
gotta go
made
through
the
the
mistake of
process.
making the comment, and I should have.
Yeah. But ju-
I wanted to.
all throughout
swallow
town,
it
just like
before it
everything,
came out of my mouth, and-
Project's gotta be approved by the council no matter what they do, but this, like I said, it's just a planning document, it's not saying that is exactly what's gonna happen here and that's.
So has this document been in front of the Park and Rec Board yet?
We canceled our meeting, we rescheduled, it was going last night. We
Oh.
rescheduled our meeting last night to next
Oh.
Monday, so it'll go next Monday.
Let's make a motion to adjourn. There's a storm coming.
It's in Mitchell.
I know it's in
I looked
Mitchell.
through it-
I
I looked through it during the
think we
storm
better
last
just
night.
cancel our meeting now and we'll just put this off for another month.
Well, should we get their input before we do anything, would be a fair question.
I was wondering if that
It's
meant,
gonna be whatever their input they have, and whatever your
And
input we have, is what's gonna go to the city council.
Remind this board that we voted 7-0 to recommend to the city council that they not do this park study. So I kind of like to hear what Park and Rec has to say about the study before we decide that, how we want to vote on it.
You can make a motion to table it to the next meeting, I'll just push it back.
I would make.
Is there a negative impact to pushing it back?
No, I mean, I don't
It's a
see it,
planning
I don't
document.
see it hampering anything, any
It's
plans.
just a
We don't have any
planning document.
immediate
Yeah.
plans to, so I don't see any negative impact. If you
Yeah,
wanna
let's
table it and
Sure,
let it go
you
to
may
Park
be-
and Rec and
you may
The only
be
back.
negative
informed,
impact
right?
might
I was
be-
suspicion, I was
Packet
suspicion
all day, so
ISG
look at
doesn't
you.
read.
The only negative impact would be you having to print all this stuff again.
She
Keep
doesn't have
your
to
copies.
Keep the copies.
Keep your
Yeah.
Yeah,
copies.
that's fair to keep
I'm
your
not
copies.
printing them again, yeah, keep your copy. So, yeah, you can make a motion to postpone it to your next meeting.
Or if you guys want to just, I mean, if you want to just review it and tell the council we're good with it, let the park board say what they want to say. I mean,
The only thing that, as I read through this, it said that they were looking at either funding everything through philanthropy or grants.
Well, it's some partnership
It's like,
stuff.
why can't we take money that's being set aside by developers for parks to use that to develop
And we do have
infrastructure?
that option. These are just
Again, I
grant
think
funding options.
biggest
Once
thing is
again,
general
it's still
fund
gotta,
anyway.
the biggest thing to consider in this document is, all it is just a little planning thing to put people in a direction to say, what about this?
I thought it looked great.
and you will notice, Stacy, there's money coming out of the general fund and different funds for planning too. So these over here are just additional funds. It's just, yeah, these are just options, possible funding
That
sources.
philanthropy and those kind of things is something that I think all of us, council, city, whatever, need to be reminded of, because there's opportunities out there for monies
Yep, and to partner with
that
businesses.
to partner with businesses, to partner whatever, that we're not taking advantage of.
Absolutely.
Just like Golden West and the pickleball. I mean, there are opportunities that we should look at further, yeah.
I
Exactly.
mean,
Like Mike at City Youth Arena in South Dakota.
T. Denny Sanford and
My
this
kid
one,
works for Mike Schulte now.
T. Denny Sanford and the sports
Yeah.
complex. I mean, I find it hard to believe that somebody didn't poke the right button there, that there wouldn't be a few million to finish the sports complex with. Don't know. But what I'm fairly certain of is no one's ever went after any whales or any type of large contributions.
Well, we've got a volunteer board that's challenging to tackle,
What's that?
with a volunteer board though, like the park board, to go after, takes a lot of time and energy to lobby.
Mhm.
But there's definitely opportunity out there.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Just say, it's,
going after it.
you know, I think this is it's a pretty darn comprehensive plan and layout of good ideas on all the parks, all the areas and everything else.
Just how to pay for it. Yeah, what was it, 14 million?
Well, it's a lot of money, but,
14 million?
So you can total, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, forward,
yeah,
right.
it's not,
But the pool's a big piece of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that, I
Yeah,
swam,
the
I
movement
swam
of
in
that pool is
pool.
gonna suck. I mean, that's where the chunk is on that one.
That's a big piece of the pool.
But I swam in that pool. That's how old that pool is.
It needs to
Oh,
be moved. It needs to
It
be
used to
fixed.
have a high dive
It's
in
50
it.
years
I was
old.
It's gotta be replaced.
It's-
being a lot of facetious.
Thanks
when I
for
said
saying
there's some
how old I am
conversations
there.
I didn't say
put on the pool until they talk, but it would have really been nice to have followed the same chain of command as we did in deciding whether or not we're going to
Yeah.
recommend council to approve it. Park board says, yeah, we think it's a good idea. Comes to planning and zoning, we say it's a good idea, goes to city council.
And it would have went to park
I
board last
understand.
night,
Right.
but.
That's understandable.
But
It's
yeah,
a plan. It's just
I
to
would make
be,
a motion to table until next month.
Uh-oh.
Needs a second.
I'll second
The
that.
park board only meets once a month. They're just once
We
a
have a
month.
motion
Yeah.
and a second to postpone action until the next meeting.
Well, or until,
They'll meet
Oh.
next week, because their meeting got rescheduled.
just push the week. Okay.
So can we just push it to the end of the month, or we're gonna wait
Until next meeting.
next meeting? Okay.
Next meeting.
and what is that going to give us?
Which will be next.
Well, then
month.
Parks and Rec Board will have had a chance
See
to
if they have any
Review
input.
and approve it.
Let's get their input, and then we can hear that, and then
Approve the plan.
I'm good on it.
Unfortunately, motion to table is not, the motion to table is not discussed, is not open for discussion. Correct. So we'll proceed to vote. Jackson?
Yes.
No.
Graham?
No.
Koodle?
Yes.
What are we
Anderson.
voting on?
Motion to table to the next meeting, to postpone action until the next meeting.
Oh, okay.
On the part, on the plan.
On the plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Postpone action approved.
Paul, as you notice, is not here, he's on vacation, so this last couple reports were in there.
That was a lot, yeah.
Kyle, what do you got for us?
Some code enforcement I've been noticing, keeping track of. Last couple months, I got violations for tall grass and weeds, blowing grass on the streets, missing building permits or needing to get a building permit. Parking on grass, rubbish and junk, and then no pet licenses.
Did you see my neighbor across the street selling her house?
Really?
Sounds like it.
So I wanted to bring up a question. That development right on the corner there on Highway 38 and Colton Road, the ditch in that thing looks, I mean, there's weeds this tall. You can't even see around the corner when you come up to the stop sign. Is that been addressed?
Last week.
I'm sorry?
I reached out to them late last week, sent them a letter.
I just noticed that today. It seems like it blew up all of a sudden.
Oh,
The
it's
heat.
And Mark,
That
your
probably
area,
humidity.
that whole commercial area, that looks like a weed bed too.
We mow all of our stuff, Quickstar needs to mow theirs.
I didn't go
I
by there
will-
tonight.
I've got to reply to them on some other stuff, but I'll include you in an email, so you'll have contact information for them as well.
Okay, thank you.
Because that came to just us, but we did that detention pond and some of that shared space that we still have shared ownership with, but our side of it, we.
I'm suspicioning that the corner you have in question, Jim, is currently unknowable.
Might be, but you can spray it or do something, can't you?
I talked to Jeff about that yesterday, he called me about some other things, and one of them was there.
It's, I'm gonna assume it's what is all about there.
Are they putting crossing lights in down there on the corner?
Right.
There's concrete there with.
I mean, I understand your concern of everything there, but the other side is we
I
have,
don't know if there's wiring inside it.
you have a situation where you can't get any equipment, you can't get anything in there to do anything with it. And that very well could be what you have going on there.
I don't care. If I'm a homeowner and I have weeds in my yard, they get cut. This development has weeds.
Well, as a
We
guy.
have a
that-
city ordinance about weeds. They should be taken care
As
of.
a guy who has to do it, then you're looking for a part-time job because we've got a scuba suit for you.
No, I'm retired.
Some waiters.
So we had, Kyle, you sent letters along Highway 38, Sunshine Ditch, Post Office,
Keats Ranch, Post Office.
First Interstate Bank,
and,
and Professional Center, right? The same situation there. I don't know how anybody's gonna get that cut for you.
I spoke with the facilities manager, the professional center, and yeah, I just told him, do what you can. The height's getting kind of out of control.
What's that?
I think the height's getting out of control.
Well-
They're taller than they've ever been.
So there's three situations to go with that. Number one is right now, the water is running through there somewhere between 1.5 feet and 2 feet deep. It's 6 to 7 feet wide. So there's no mechanical way to take care of that efficiently.
Oh, crap. Have you checked your dock board?
Yep.
When we haven't had rain, city staff 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, came up and cleaned out that ditch. And the ditch is now somewhere between 1 foot and 1.5 feet lower than the culverts, so it never dries out. And in the 5 years that we mowed the bank, I was never, ever in 5 years able to get a mower through the bottom of that ditch, ever. The only reason it got cut is because I put on hip waders and took a weed whacker out in there and cut it down because Blair Bathke has OCD and he couldn't stand to have the ditch full of weeds out front.
What is the requirement, so when you look at frontage, but then you get back into developments where the weeds are 6, 8 feet tall, what is the requirement there? Is it required for somebody to cut mow the entire development and manage weeds, or is it just the frontage area?
Technically, anything in city limits falls under our grass
Yeah,
and
that's
weed
what I thought.
ordinance,
That was-
yeah. I mean, when you're talking like that, we're talking like yours, the whole to the north that's not developed, or Athens, whatever. We get our complaints from the residents, so obviously we want anything that's close to residential taken care of. We're gonna see, if it's, an acre back in the corner that isn't bothering anybody, we aren't so strict on them, but, but definitely once they get close to having residents up and they start complaining, you gotta try to make them comply.
Biggest,
and-
we're, We're saying in
Nobody
August,
wants
Jim,
weeds in
is-
their yards, in their neighbor's
And
yards.
with the Highway 38 thing too, is maintaining those properties is a dream when you don't have water sitting down.
In a drought.
Yeah.
In dry years, I mean, it's like Crestman's drainage along Mickelson Road. When we, in dry years, I've kept that entire thing mowed all the way back to the south end of it. I've yet to stop and walk down in there when there hasn't been at least mud that sucked my shoes off, much less water in that drainage all summer this year. And you can't do anything with it then.
Can they even hang one of those big batwing mowers over the top, just to chop the tops off?
Well, I try to do the edges
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Contain as much as you can.
And I typically, like the Mickelson roadside, I'll do that one because it's not extremely steep. And so I'll get down as close to the water I get, but the west side of it is it's a very extreme slope.
Yeah.
And you've got to have a safety factor, and if you have to pull out of a chip over, you always pull out to the downside, you never turn to the upside.
Right.
If you turn to the upside, I guarantee you will roll down to the bottom. If you turn to the downside, you got
There's a chance.
you got a decent
Chance.
chance of not happening. But if when you turn to the downside and you end up in 2 feet of water and 3 foot of mud at the bottom, you're calling in a helicopter to try to suck yourself back out of there. And
So our ordinance is only in effect if you can cut it easily, or
I'm
you
gonna-
just ignore it.
I would put it this way, Tim, as a person who does that work, the ordinance, I like the ordinance, and the ordinance is a good thing. But you can't enforce somebody to do something that's impossible to do. And if you can't get a piece of equipment in to mow something, you can't force somebody to mow it.
So we'll never get rid of those weeds?
Don't know if it's the one's gonna dry out. Now, the other side of enforcement is, the ordinance says that if landowner doesn't take care of it, the city can come and take care of it
And backtrack.
and back charge them. So
Does that happen?
it has, yes,
Oh, it
Kim?
has.
Yep.
Well, let's take care of this on Highway 38.
Once
then,
again, we
Teresa.
don't have the equipment for that either, though.
Hire
I
it.
think the situation.
I'll bet you can hire it.
I think the situation will change once their development gets done, they get final grading, and there's gonna be some more shaping and grading there, but
That's
at
fine.
this time.
I don't care, I'm
it's-
just bringing up the point.
All of
There's
it.
weeds, and
Yes.
it's been there all
And
summer
yeah.
long.
And yes, I'm
And you
asking
can't
to-
see around that corner when you pull up to look down Highway 38.
Yeah.
All
no,
of us,
cannot.
all of
It's
us
a-
in the management business that do that work, we don't try to not do it. We all run in a business where we would love to cut, we want to cut everything we can cut to collect the money.
Charge you.
Because we're in business to do that work. So we don't just say, piss on it, we're not gonna cut your place because we
Hasn't
don't
been
want it.
addressed with the landowner.
Yes.
said a letter.
Okay, I'm satisfied. Been addressed.
Tim, I mean, to bring that up, I'm in between both points.
Oh, I
I mean,
understand.
the ordinance says one thing, but at the same time, there's gotta be a practicality to
Right.
it.
Yeah, you can.
I understand. I just wanted to make sure it was addressed.
Who
Because I
loaded
pull up
those
there and I can't see around that
string
corner.
for larger pieces?
And the elevator. That's probably your two choices here for larger parcels.
So you can go to 10 acres?
Yeah, we've paid 10 acres of a four-wheeler already. You don't like the price compared to if you get the elevator to come out, but the elevator doesn't like to come out with 120-foot boom on 10 acres either, so.
I hear they're doing
Not
this
bad.
with drones now. My good farmer buddy has it,
Yes.
has it done on his corn with drones.
There's a lot of.
Much better coverage. Takes a lot more effort because you have to fill this little 3-gallon tank more often, but
There's a lot of those for sale right now. I think there was a.
I'm in the ag business, and I'll tell you that
The coverage
it's
you
not
can
as
get
good
right-
as you're hearing
you
from
can
your
get right
farmer.
down on top of the corn. You're not spraying for
Yeah, but
50
here's,
feet in the air
so,
with
here,
wind.
from the guy who sprays all the time, volume is everything. And most of our chemicals, carrier volume is everything. When you can only put 3 gallons or 20 gallons in your drone, because that's all it can lift,
Right.
but to get decent coverage, even aerial application is 7 to 8 gallons an acre. It takes forever
to get that 160 acres done with good coverage.
Well, sure, but right along Highway 38 there, that little area, how long would that take?
There you go, Mayor.
Lobby a drone.
Drone's gonna be $20,000 minimum.
20-foot boom would be 3 feet in the hole.
There
Buddy.
you go.
Jim, I'm so
Or
far ahead
10
of you on
gallons
the
of
drone
gas
thing
and
when it comes to that, it's scary.
I think it'd be more fun with 10 gallons of gas and wouldn't match.
I'm so far ahead of you on that whole drone thing, it's scary. Because I've looked at exactly what you're talking about. All right, Teresa, anything you need to add to your report?
Nothing I don't think I need to add unless you guys have questions for me. We are, got our wastewater plant filled. We are producing wastewater.
Where does it drain to?
Skunk Creek.
Water down.
Goes, yeah, goes to Skunk Creek, which
Water tip.
was where we drain
The
to now.
creek next to my house, so.
We just,
Which is where it goes now. It's just
Tracy,
we're
we just
farther
dump,
down the line.
we dump it in the ditch or the interstate, whichever way it goes is good enough, because it's
No,
clean enough to
I was
drink.
just wondering, do we have to go back under 38?
No, so Skunk Creek, where the plant is, so it's basically just right west of the plant. Skunk Creek has a tributary there, and that's where we
And then it
drain.
goes
The
under
pipe
the
goes
state
to
there.
there, yeah. And then that creek goes underneath that.
Because I couldn't figure out how we're getting it back under Highway 38 over there.
No, and it's
It's running
on the
in the
creek,
creek.
yeah, so. And so far, so good. We
Cleaner than
haven't
the water that's
had
in the creek
really
to start.
any issues, so.
During our
Another
tour, we
month or
were told you
so?
could drink that water
Yeah.
coming out of
I know
there.
you
It was-
can.
That's what they
City
tell
of Sioux
ya.
Falls said, I went through their deal, and it was like,
I'm not gonna put.
I could try it, but that's what they tell you.
this water's a lot cleaner than the water that's in the Big Sioux.
That's
They
what
take
they
a bunch of
claim.
Water out of there every day.
Well, that wouldn't take much to beat the Big Sioux.
We are looking probably, October, doing a type of, ribbon cutting or whatnot, and of course we'll have all the boards out there too, so we can kind of tour the plant once it gets up and running, so, yeah. I'll keep you posted on that.
And Chick-fil-A
Right.
sandwiches
I
again?
hope so. Good. So, but-
What is that?
What?
Oh, I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Have a motion?
I didn't know why he was
And
flirting with
second.
me. He's flirting with me, and it's because he's
Those in
not sitting
favor,
next to me.
leave. Those are not.
Adjourn, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
I am blonde and I'm really dingy.
Today, it shows.
We got round 3 coming at us right now.
Head for your tornado shelter.
Gosh.
Is this supposed to be bad again?